Guide to Soul, Coming Back to Yourself with Jennifer Walsh. Episode 5, Why Your Body Knows Before Your Mind Does. I want you to think about the last time something felt off. Not dramatic, not a crisis, just off. Maybe it was a text that came in and your stomach dropped before you even read the text. Or maybe you walked into a room and your shoulders climbed up around your ears for no reason that you could name. Or maybe someone said yes to you with their words and your chest got tight anyway, and you did what you've been taught to do. You overrode your body. You told yourself you were being too dramatic or paranoid or too sensitive or wrong, or I'm probably just tired. So you picked up, you poured yourself another cup of coffee, you answered that text, you stayed in the room. And then 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months later, you figured out or found out you were right. Your body knew, right? Your body knew before you did. It clocked you. That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome back to Guide to Soul. I'm Jennifer Walsh, your host, and this is the podcast about coming back to yourself, to the parts of you that you set down somewhere along the way because they were inconvenient or too much, or they didn't fit the story you were trying to live. This is episode 5, and if you've been with me since the beginning, you feel something shift here. The first 4 episodes were about clearing the ground, steadying yourself, finding your voice, drawing your boundaries without building up walls. This one is different. This one is about your body, specifically how your body has been speaking to you your entire life in a language older than your thoughts, and how somewhere along the way you decided to stop listening, because we all have. We're going to find out how to fix that today. Here's something I want you to sit with. By the time you have thought about a situation, your body has already had it known for you about a half a second earlier, sometimes longer. That gut feeling when you meet someone new, that's not woo. That's not anxiety. That's data. Pure and simple. Your nervous system is constantly scanning. It's reading micro expressions. It's reading the tone of someone's voice. It's reading the temperature in the room, emotionally and literally. And it's reading the way that someone's shoulders sit when they speak to you. It's reading what's being said and what isn't being said. And it's faster than you are. It has to be. It evolved to keep you alive in a world full of things that wanted to eat you. So your prefrontal cortex, the thinking, the narrating, the explaining part of you, that's the new arrival. The body is the elder. The body has been doing this for millions of years. So when your stomach drops, when your throat tightens, when your chest gets heavy, when something in you says no before your mouth catches up, that's not a rational reaction. That's the most ancient, most accurate intelligence you have, trying to get a message to you. And here's the part that breaks my heart just a little bit. Most of us have spent decades learning to ignore it. Think about how this happens, because it happens early. You're 4 years old and you don't want to hug your uncle, whoever, and someone in the room tells you, don't be rude. So you override the no in your body and you hug him anyway. And you learn My body signals don't matter. The room matters more than I do. You're 16, you're at a party, something feels wrong, and you stay because your friends are staying. So your body's signals isn't enough of a reason. I need a logical one, right? You're 32, you're in a meeting, and a man across from you is saying something that doesn't add up. Your whole nervous system is on high alert. And you smile and nod because you don't want to be difficult. And you learn, my body signal is unprofessional, so you push it down. This is how it happens. Not in one big betrayal, in 10,000 small ones. And eventually, you stop feeling the signals at all. Or you feel it and you immediately translate it into something else. Anxiety, hormones, hunger, caffeine, a bad mood, too sensitive? There could be hundreds. You become fluent in a language of dismissing yourself. If you're hearing this and something in you is going, oh, that's me, I want you to know something. That was me too. And that's not a flaw. That's adaptation. You learn to do that because at some point in your life, you stopped listening to your body because it wasn't safe, it wasn't allowed, or it wasn't rewarded. You were brilliant for adapting. And you don't have to live there anymore. I want you to do something with me. Right here in the middle of this podcast. If you're driving, just listen. Don't close your eyes, obviously. If you're walking, slow down your pace. If you're somewhere you can sit. This is a practice I teach to my yoga students all the time. And I want to give it to you here too. We're going to do it for 90 seconds together. So first, I want you to take a breath, not a big one, not a big performative one, just a real one. In through your nose, slowly, and out through your mouth, a little bit longer. So let's do that now. Let's do it again. That's the signal to your body, to your nervous system, that you're safe, that you can come down. You don't need to be on high alert. There's nothing you have to defend against right now. So that's really important. Now, this is the part I want you to scan. Start at the top of your head. Move to your forehead, to your jaw, to your throat, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your hips, your hands, your feet. You're not trying to fix anything here. You're not trying to relax anything. You're just noticing. Where is there tightness? Where is there heat? Where is there nothing? Like a part of you went somewhere else. Where is there a pulling sensation? Or is there a hollowness or a buzz? You're just noticing. Whatever you found, that's the information. That's your body talking to you. You don't have to know what it means yet. You just have to let it be there. And you just have to acknowledge, oh, something is here, and that's okay. That's the practice. That's it in a nutshell. You can do it in a meeting. You can do it at the line in Starbucks. You can do it in bed before you open your eyes in the morning. Most of us go entire days, sometimes our entire lifetime, maybe even decades, without checking in with home, where we live in, right? So doing this for 60 seconds, that's all it takes, starting to come back to yourself. All right. Here's the reframe I want you to carry out of this episode. Write it down if you need to. Put it on your phone. Tape it to your mirror in your bathroom. Put it on your laptop. Wherever you can, wherever you're going to see it. The next time you feel off, the next time something tightens, drops, contracts, hollow out, goes cold, I want you to stop calling it anxiety. I want you to call it information. It's data. Anxiety is something to manage. Information is something to listen to. Two very different things. They're completely different relationships with the same sensation, right? So when you call it anxiety, you reach for something to make it go away, like wine, or to scroll on your phone, or to override it, or go get a pep talk, or an extra rep at the gym maybe, or 16 tabs open on your laptop looking for information. When you call it information, you reach for something different, a different question. You ask, what is my body trying to tell me here? And you get quiet enough to hear the answer. That's the genius. Sometimes the answer is, this person is not who they were presenting themselves as. That's it. Or sometimes the answer could be, I have said yes to something in my soul that says no, no. Sometimes the answer is, I'm exhausted, and I've been exhausted for 6 months, and I've been pretending. Or sometimes the answer is, I'm about to make a decision that isn't mine, and that it belongs to someone else's voice in my head. And sometimes the answer is the one nobody wants to hear, which is, I already know. I've known for a while. I've just been waiting for permission to admit it. Well, here's your permission. Your body is not the problem. Your body is the most loyal narrator you have. I want you to name something before we close, because it's the thread that's going to run through the rest of season 1's episodes. Everything we're doing on this podcast, the grounding, the voice, the boundaries, the body, it's all building towards one thing: learning to trust yourself again. And here's why it has to start with the body. Because you can't trust yourself with your mind alone. Your mind has become colonized. Your mind has been taking notes from your mother, your boss, your ex, your culture, your algorithm. The version of you who was trying to survive at 12, your mind is full of voices that aren't yours. But your body has been with you the whole time. Through every room you walked into, every choice you made, every time you said yes when you wanted to say no, your body remembers. Your body knows. When you start trusting your body, you start trusting yourself again. And when you start trusting yourself, the entire game changes. The relationships you tolerate change. The work you accept changes. The way you walk into a room changes. The version of you you're willing to keep performing changes. That's the whole season. That's the whole point. Coming back to yourself starts with coming back to your body. Before I let you go, I want to give you something to sit with this week. A journaling prompt. If you don't journal, just hold it in your head as you fall asleep tonight. Here's the question. Tell me about a time your body knew before you did. And don't reach for the easy stuff or the obvious one. Let your body answer this, not your mind. Pay attention to what surfaces. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a moment in a room with someone 20 years ago that you've never told anyone about because you couldn't explain why it mattered so much. Your body has been keeping receipts your whole life. Your body is the record keeper. And will come a time when she needs to release what she's been holding on to. That pent up, stored energy of all those receipts. We'll get to that in later episodes. This week, let yourself read a few of those. Thank you for being here. Thank you for slowing down enough to listen to me and to yourself. If this episode landed for you, share it with someone you love. Send it to them. That's how this work actually spreads. Not through algorithms, not through people. It's the people you trust that you share this with. That's how this work gets out there. So next week, we're going to go deeper. We're going to talk about what happens when your body when no doesn't make it to your mouth, right? And you say yes. So today was about hearing the signals. Next week is about acting on it. Until then, come home to your body. It's been waiting for you. I'll meet you back here next time. Love and light, Jennifer.